Hi, my name is Zoe, and today we're going to talk about the compatibility between an Aquarius Pisces Cusp and a Capricorn. You teach each other a lot. You see right through the BS, and you want a relationship with your Capricorn that is so transparent, so honest. This couple is often very spiritual and embarks on a spiritual journey together. It is important to play nice. Be gentle with your Capricorn. Don't try to micromanage them and put in the most effort to bond with them. It creates an unbreakable link. Your Capricorn admires your emotional depth. Your love is a force of nature that can cause a lot of damage. And it isn't all warm and fuzzy. It's icy and sharp. It will fool you into thinking that it's something it's not. And after some time together, it may feel like you're constantly trying to one-up each other. It can last a really long time though. You can grow old together and live happily ever after because there is something so solid about your dynamic that it's just unbreakable after a while, and you both might enjoy taking a martial arts class such as Kung Fu or Taekwondo. I don't really know what I'm doing. To solidify further. Don't forget to empathize with them and demonstrate compassion if you want this to work, and it's also good to give them space. Take a breather, and your friends and family might have opinions about your relationship with your Capricorn, and it's tempting to avoid them and not listen to them, but don't abandon them because you might need them sooner than you think when you're dating a Capricorn. Your Capricorn likes your philosophies and the way your mind works. Despite seeming cold, this is a very spicy and intense love match, and you both are dedicated partners. There's a harmonious vibe surrounding your relationship. This relationship is going to feel like a breath of fresh air, because you have a lot of work to do on yourself. You have a lot of growing to do, and this relationship will provide you the freedom and the space to do that. As a couple, you often have trouble just picking a lane and sticking to it. And sometimes you can come across as awkward to other people. Taking a yoga class together might be a really fun date idea. It's important to be bold with your Capricorn. Don't be afraid to be vulnerable from time to time, and let your Capricorn in. It's important to maintain friendships while you date a Capricorn. Like, have your own social circle. And sometimes when you're in this relationship, you can be so focused on your relationship, or you're growing, you're changing, you're dealing with so much transformation. It can just be easy to forget to spend time with your friends. A Capricorn is a stable partner for you. However, they can be critical and arrogant, and sometimes they may even scare you. You break down your Capricorn's walls. They can appear to be tough, but you know how to open them up and reach them in a way that no other sign in the zodiac can. And your Capricorn will not see this coming. They might really get in their head a lot of the time, and they just won't see this coming. They think they're the shit, but you humble them real fast. And they're just like, what just happened? When you have trouble picking a side, remaining neutral is very difficult. And it's very difficult to accept the passion and the fiery romantic potential of this relationship. So a lot of the time it stays in this kind of awkward, detached space. And that's kind of why it's so important for you to bridge the gap. You and a Capricorn would be ready to do stuff that other couples would dread to take on. You both really want to learn and be better versions of yourselves, and you really dedicate yourselves. And your relationship is like a classroom. There is so much to gain and learn from each other. Don't be a know-it-all. Remind yourself that your relationship is one big lesson, and you have to find a way to be at peace within yourself to be with them. Your Capricorn may not share the same philosophies and ideas and feelings and sentiments as you, but they appreciate yours. You teach them so much, and you notice things that aren't working or are working, and you're very aware, and your relationship transcends the physical plane. Your Capricorn recognizes their own emotions through you. There is so much emotional intelligence. Share a mindfulness practice with them. Meditate. Start a spiritual practice with them, and don't stop yourself from exploring every nook and cranny in your relationship. You're still human, so you have to be really honest about what you're capable of with your Capricorn. Sometimes you can get carried away, especially when you're really confident and you're trying to do your best to keep your head on your shoulders. Capricorns do need a certain level of predictability in a relationship. You're still human and you have to be real about what you're really capable of. And this might be difficult for you because you like to do things your way and you march to the rhythm of your own drum. You don't necessarily need to experience and establish all these routines to feel safe 24/7. You and a Capricorn might fight a lot and you can clash because you both tend to be perfectionists and you both want things done a certain way. You want to protect yourselves from the world around you. And you can put up your walls, which may not do you any good. Your relationship with your Capricorn is all about trying new things and discovering new sides of yourselves and your love and figuring things out. And it's like one big experiment, and it can either go really, really well, or it can explode in your face and be super toxic afterwards. But most of the time, the experiments really pay off. Platonic relationships with a Capricorn really benefit you. When you get married to a Capricorn, it may not seem like that big a deal to you both. It is what it is. That doesn't mean that you don't want it to be a big deal. And when your marriage is going through a rough patch, that is when your sex life may become more passionate somehow, and it helps you cope with the ups and downs. When you feel like your relationship is falling apart, you tend to fall back on sex. So if you get married, your sex life could be kind of boring. But then you go through something and it gets even better. However, that doesn't fix the marriage problem. Try to be more humble about what you're really capable of to avoid any of these problems. Going to a meditation retreat or having more low-key conversations might be better for you and your Capricorn in the long run. A friendship with a Capricorn tends to start off in a really exciting way. You're doing tons of activities together and relying on the world around you and on opportunities. But as time goes on, that energy wanes and it develops into a more intellectual and mature friendship. And they need a partner who is stable, and that may not be you. You're a rebel at heart. If you both want something, you make it happen. You don't just sit around and talk about it. You both have each other's back no matter what, and you're very perceptive when it comes to your Capricorn. The relationship awakens something within you both. You can become extremely sexual. You never just do the in-between. You take things up to the max and you turn up the heat. It is intense in the bedroom. They are a good sounding board for you, and you know that they will give you guidance when you need it. And you also know, well, they also know that they can rely on you for guidance. And neither one of you judges the other, and you don't really do these things because that's what the other person wants. So you can really appreciate that about them. Getting married to your Capricorn takes spirituality to a whole new level. It's real. And when you both have sex, it's so much more than sex. It's a bond from the universe. It's about being a part of something more, and it provides you with release and freedom. Your sex life is epic with a Capricorn. It's not uncommon for you to get married and for one of you to leave the other for someone who is younger. But if they don't do that, then you can be with each other for multiple lifetimes. This is a twin flame relationship. You mirror each other in so many ways. It transcends space and time. Your Capricorn needs to feel safe, but you don't need that, so you might find yourselves clashing. I would avoid asking your Capricorn friend for advice on love because you're both still learning so much about love through experience, and it's just best not to rely on them for that. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you were born on the cusp of Aquarius and Pisces, or if you're a Capricorn, please comment below and let me know what you think. Was this accurate? Was this totally off? Like, did you not agree with this at all? I want to know in the comment section. Let me know if you have any stories. Have you dated a Capricorn or an Aquarius Pisces cusp? Are you interested in someone? Did you have a nightmare of a story with them? Did you have a beautiful love story? Are you married to one? Let me know. And also subscribe to my channel. That's how I make awesome content like this. And I am definitely going to be covering every single compatibility. So make sure you stay tuned for that and follow the playlist that I put for your sign. Thank you so much for watching.